For all things Pelicans, you're now tuned into the Pelican Post Game Report. Much love to the flock. Appreciate y'all guys joining us in this episode of PPR Weekly. We in this thing. Please feel free to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button as we keep it going. And this one's coming straight from the NBA.com is the source. And Michigan guard among projections for the Pelicans at the 14th pick. Some sites altered the Pelicans' first round prediction after the workouts and combine, but this is dropped by straight from the Pelicans through NBA.com, and this is what they're talking about. So let's just kind of delve into with their thought processes on this. Pelicans roster already has a bunch of Duke players, Dukies on it, as well as Brandon Ingram, Zion Williamson, hailing from North Carolina, based entirely on recent updates to the different mock drafts projecting the Pelicans to add another Duke Blue Devil. Wouldn't that be something, right? Who would that be? And that's an angle that we really didn't talk too much about. Like, could there be another Dookie player right here added to the Pels? We got some really good ones here. If we can keep them healthy. A Blue Devil product center Dereck Lively to the mix. 2 weeks have passed since the mid-draft lottery, causing analysts to kind of shift their projections due to the workouts, the combine in Chicago, and the pre-draft rumor mill. Is a look at some of the projections for the Pelicans at 14. I only picked so far. So Bleacher Report has Nick Smith Jr., the guard from Arkansas, previously 13 to Toronto. And this is what their breakdown is. Pelicans need all the shot makers they can get around Zion and BI. Smith can be a bit streaky, but when he's rolling, he's a scoring threat from everywhere with enough handles and quickness to create his own scoring chances. And as you can see right here, they have Jordan Hawkins and Keontae George up there from 15 to 16, Cason Wallace and Bilal Coulibaly. So, you look at the previous updates, Jeff Howard out of Michigan, and they moved his pick. So ESPN has Dereck Lively going to the team previously with Memphis. Says the dearth of the big men in his class gives him the ability to be a riser on draft night, especially on teams considered the fact that he was a #1 recruit in high school class entering the season. He seems to have plenty upside left to tap into as his frame continues to fill out. So you see that as well. They talk about Dereck Lively there. NBA Draft Room says Dereck Lively as well protects the rim and is a game changer on the defensive end. Is having a very strong draft season and moving back up draft boards. As you can see, his stuff is starting to spike. And then you talk about USA Today to give you Leonard Miller out of the G League elite squad. He became a walking double-double with the Ignite in February, recording 7 in the month. That's in 8 games. He should be able to bring the production to the NBA. We are a bit higher on Miller than most at this point of the process and believes his stock will continue to rise. So here's a few other updates from other sites. The Athletic has Kobe Buffkin from guard CBS from Michigan. The guard CBS Sports has Chris Murray, the brother of the other Murray for Sacramento. And for the win has Kobe Buffkin. NBA.com has Nick Smith. NBA Sports has Kobe. New York Post has Jordan Hawkins. The Ranger has Nick Smith Jr. for Arkansas. SB Nation's Bryce Sensenbaum from Ohio State. Sports News has Jordan Hawkins as well. Yahoo has Jalen Hood Shafino, which is another guy I made mention when we were talking about guards as well. So there you go in some of this stuff. So a couple of them are looking at Dereck Lively. Now, how do you guys feel about that? Please feel free to put your comments in the comment section below. Number 14 says, Q, we need all the shooting that we can get. You know what I'm saying? I feel you on that, but what about a big man, a rim protector, a guy that can run the floor? Could that be Mr. Lively? A lot of people talking about, Valanciunas being too slow, not good in the pick and roll situation. That most certainly wouldn't be a problem with Dereck Lively. But are you feeling him at 14? Do you think it'll make sense for the Pelicans to take a big center there? And then, what about Jackson Hayes, the $7+ million it'd take to kind of bring him back? A lot of questions need to be answered, and this is just a couple of projections going forward. So with that being said, we're going to get out on that. Listen, I appreciate the family members for this episode of PPR Weekly. Please feel free to hit the like button, and by all means, share this stream, share the links on your social media feed with other Pelican faithful, and leave me a comment in the comment section. Let me know how you feel about Dereck Lively at number 14 for the Pelicans. Does he fit there? How do you guys feel about that? Do you disagree with the article? Let me know in the comment section. With that being said, I'm gonna get out on that. Much love to the fam. Appreciate you. Go Pels.